Om Shanti. I'm a peaceful soul. In day 2 episode, we learned the reality of the soul and where Supreme Soul lives. In today's session, we will answer few questions related to the souls. Human beings are always curious to know what is the relation of the soul to this body. Where have we come from? Where do we have to go? Why did we come? Why did God send us to this world? We will answer these questions which always come to our mind. In reality, when soul comes from God's heavenly home and enters the body, then body is just like a dress that she wears. But where does the soul actually lives in this body? Medical science has also proven that soul sits in the center of the forehead. That means in the center of the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Exact location of soul is 2.5 inches towards the back of the center of forehead and 1.5 inches from the top. When we go to a religious place, we remove our shoes. But why do we do it? The motive behind this is that when we go inside a religious place, we have to be soul conscious and not body conscious. This body, who we pride, this body which hurts people. If you have to remove something, take off this body conscious dress full of ego and be a soul when you enter. Then we go inside and put a red dot on our forehead. The motive here is to remind that I am not this body. I'm actually soul sitting in the forehead. And we try to awaken the soul by doing this. And after that, we go inside and pray to God. People say many things nowadays. Some say soul live in the heart. Then what happens when someone has open heart surgery? Where will the soul go at that time? It should have gone out of the body straight away. But open heart surgeries becomes successful. That means she does not live in the heart. Some people say soul keep on moving from one part to another in the body to perform karmas. But in actual, the way person controls everything from one place from the controlling room, the same way soul is also an operator, and she controls the full body sitting in the center of the forehead. Then the second question comes, why did we come to this world? Could not we keep staying with God up there? Why did we come here? The heavenly home of Supreme Soul is far, far away from earth, far away from sky, the highest abode. Different religions have given different words to this world. Some people call it heaven, some call it land of peace, some call it original home of all souls. That place is actually home of all souls, and we all live there in our original state, which is soul state, without the body. That's why they say soul can never die. Lots of people also says that soul gets absorbed inside God at the end. But that is not true. Soul is not destructible. It is the energy which can never die. Also, it does not get absorbed with Supreme Soul at the end. For the energy, we say, energy is neither created nor destroyed. Soul is the energy, and it can never be destroyed. Just like all stars in the sky have their own place, same way, soul is also situated in the shape of a star, and it stays in its original state in the heavenly home. There is a lot of peace up there. Then the question is, why did we come here in this world full of pain, hurt, and sufferings? Let us assume there is a building and there are 50 apartments. And imagine you are living in that building and you have a child. There is a big playground in the complex. All kids from the building go and play in that playground every day. Let us suppose your child says, I want to go and play with my friends. And that time you tell your child that no, don't go and play there. It is not a good place. The game they play is very rough. Someone might hurt you. Someone might push you, and then what will happen? It's better you be with me. It's so peaceful in here, and you will not even get hurt. Do you think the child will listen? That time the child wants to play, wants to go to his friends. He goes down and play one game, 2, 3 games, As the day passes by, cheating starts to happen. That child starts to get tired. Somebody pushed him, he got hurt, and he starts crying. Somebody came and told you, your kid is crying as he got hurt. What will you do? You will go down and will tell your kid, let's go home. But because all his friends are still playing, your child, even though he is hurt, would not want to come home. Then you tell all children, go home and rest now. It's too much play today. Come to play again tomorrow. Slowly everyone goes home as everyone is now tired. And you brought your child home, put a bandage on the hurt, cleaned him, gave him food, and made him sleep. Next day, as soon as he gets up, he sees all his friends are already started playing. He wanted to go again. If you tell him, see, you got hurt last time, why you wish to go again? Do you think he would listen to you? No. He will still go with an intention of winning every game. Same way, there is a lot of potential in the soul. That potential is not to stay at home. Think it this way. If you send your child to higher studies and once he completed it, you tell him, we already have so much money. You do not have to do anything. Just sit at home and relax. Do you think he would do that? He would say, why you made me learn so much? He would not want to waste all this knowledge just to sit at home. He would want to pass on his knowledge to this world. He would not want to sit idle at home. Same way, souls have so much potential, it's not to stay at home. That is why God has made a playground for us, where we can use our potential and knowledge in the right direction. We will not want to sit in that heavenly abode even if we are peaceful with Supreme Soul. To perform or to do a karma is our habit. It is not possible to just sit idle doing nothing. And that is why, when slowly, one by one, soul starts to come down from the heavenly abode to play, you will also want to come down. When all friends are playing, what will you do sitting at home? God did stop us, saying, sit with me. It is so peaceful here. What will you do down there? We said no. We want to go and play with friends. We were told that the game there is very rough. Someone will hurt you, will cheat with you, someone will do fraud. We said it's okay, it is part of the game. We came down. When God made the playground, it was heaven in starting. It was really harmonious. Harmony was everywhere, in nature, in animals, in human beings. But as the time passed by, cheating started to happen. Slowly, that cheating started to increase so much that it became pain, hurt, and sufferings. When we see something really bad happening around us, what do we say to God? Please, can you finish this off? How can you let this happen? We start crying. When this happens, then as God has promised that He will come down to pick up the child who is hurt, He will come as a parent and will say, let's go home, as you are very tired. And that's why it's time to go home. But the only way to go back home is to be clean and fresh. You can't go in a bad state. First, God will teach us to stop hurting and stop giving suffering by reminding us who we were and now who have we become. Then we will understand it was just a game in the playground, which we all have taken so seriously that we have started hurting other people. To do this, God will take us home and we will rest for the night as souls, get fresh again to play the game next day. Just like you go to work all day and then need a good night's sleep to be fresh to go to work again next day, this is how we come down again in the new world, which will be again harmonious, a fresh new heavenly world. To come and to go back is daily activity of this play, and that is why souls come here to play their parts. Then, as the time passes by, the world becomes hell. And now, by charging our batteries, we have to recreate this heavenly world. When we will change ourselves, the world will also change. But the first thing is we have to change ourselves. We know now the reality. It's a game which will finish soon. Let's stop hurting each other because we have to suffer the consequences of the karmas we are still performing. No soul can go back home without settling all his accounts. The more negatives you keep adding to your count, the more you have to suffer to settle it. Change yourself. Om Shanti.